Now, a full bench of the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria will today hear former President Jacob Zuma and uMkhonto weSizwe political parties bid to revive their legal challenge against President Cyril Ramaphosa's decision to place Police Minister Senzo Mchunu on a leave of absence. The legal challenge also includes the subsequent appointment of Professor Firoz Cachalia, as well as the establishment of the Madlanga Commission. Now, let's get the latest from SABC News reporter Canny Maphanga. Canny, another legal challenge. Talk to us. Good morning.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Leanne, and to the viewers at home. You'll see the former President Jacob Zuma and the MK party launch their third attempt to invalidate the three related decisions that were taken in July by President Cyril Ramaphosa in the wake of those very serious allegations made by KZN top cop, that is Lieutenant General Madlanga about this alleged infiltration of these alleged criminal syndicates within the criminal justice system. Now, we know there are multiple probes taking place now to probe those particular, allegations, very serious allegations made by Mkhonto, but the decisions that the President took in light of those allegations, or in response, if we could put it that way, was to place the Police Minister, that is Senzo Mchunu, on a leave of absence. He's still on the leave of absence as those allegations are probed, not only in the Madlanga Commission, but also in a parallel parliamentary probe. He, of course, made the subsequent appointment of Prof. Firoz Cachalia as the Police Minister, and of course he established that Judicial Commission of Inquiry, which is now known as the Madlanga Commission, which started its hearings in mid-September and is well into a mix of phase 1 and phase 2 as it continues with its evidence. As we correctly know, that the MK party first started at the Constitutional Court, where they sought direct access to challenge or invalidate these three related decisions. They failed to meet the requirements of exclusive jurisdiction, so they were turned away from the Constitutional Court, and then of course they turned back here to the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria, that is the urgent court. However, they failed to convince that court that this matter was indeed urgent, and of course it was struck off the roll for the lack of urgency. So now they're back on the, the normal court roll, if we could put it that way, to try and invalidate these three related decisions. Now, the first two attempts, of course, were dealt with on matters of technicalities, but this will be the first time that we actually hear the merits regarding this constitutional legal challenge. Remember, the Constitutional Court, when they turned away the MK party, they said that it's quite dangerous to approach the Constitutional Court as a court of first and last instance, and that it is important for them to get assistance from other superior courts to opine on the matters before it heads to them. So essentially they're starting from the first step of the superior courts, and they're starting at the High Court, where they'll get to discuss these issues in detail and challenge this matter fully before a full bench, and then it'll be decided on. And of course, if they're not successful here, then they can approach other courts within the judicial system. But we expect that that hearing will begin at 9 a.m. this morning, and of course in the next hour we'll discuss some of the points or grounds that the MK is going to use to try and invalidate the President's three related decisions. Over to you in studio.
All right, thank you, Canny. Thanks so much for just nudging us and reminding us about the meat of this particular legal challenge and what we can expect taking place today.